Hi friends, today's topic is curriculum adaptation and modification. I am Dr. Sangeeta. Let me explain this topic step by step. The adaptation in curriculum. That means first let us clear about that adaptation in curriculum addresses the need of a variety of students because each teacher, each learner and the dynamics of each classroom is unique. The adaptation required may vary from student to student. As we all know, in a classroom, there are individual differences. Every student's intelligence level, every student's understanding capacity is differ from student to student. So, by considering the individual differences in the class, curriculum adaptation matters. So what are the principles of adaptation? The adaptive curriculum is designed for all the students in all educational settings. The adaptive curriculum accepts students' diversity and reflected individual difference. When the teacher consider or when the teacher plans something, then we should keep in our mind that every student is different from each other. The adaptive curriculum assumes there is an interrelationship among the variables associated with the adaptation and adaptation to accommodate learning and necessitate the adjustment to instructional approach, assessment practices, everything differs. So adaptive curriculum requires the teachers to attain the learner's task and the environment and the learning opportunity given to the students. Then the last principle is it understood the adaptation considers students' developmental level, their need, their interest, the learning style, and sometimes we also consider the learning skills and the ability of the students, how they perform. Then the other principles are like to recognize the students' approach learning in multiple ways. The teacher should know the different learning styles. The teacher should expand the teaching responsibilities. So the adaptive curriculum recognizes the importance of collaborative pre-planning and instruction, because with pre-planning for the instruction, that will help the teachers for the curriculum adaptation. Then adaptive curriculum requires that assessment practices align with the curricular and instructional adaptation provided for the students. So, with the understanding of adaptation, the beginning, let us discuss what are the types of adaptation. There are 9 types. One is size, time, input, difficulty, output, participation, alternate and substitute curriculum, and the level of support. For example, the size of the classroom. If the size of the classroom is very large, then the teacher has to consider how she will adapt the curriculum. If then we can take the time part. When the teacher is allotted a particular subject to complete within a time limit, then the teacher has to consider the time limit also by considering the individual's understanding. Uh, Suppose a particular sum can be completed by a student within a limited time period, and while that particular sum, the other student can take more time as compared to others. Then the input ability. Input means the adaptation or the instruction which is delivered by the teacher. So how much the learner grasp that, or how much the learner has the understanding. Then the next one is, while considering the teaching part, the teacher should keep in mind that there is a difficulty level among the students. Some people can understand very easily, low level understanding, average level understanding, and higher level of difficulty. So difficulty level low, average, and high. Then the output part. What is the output? How the teacher reacts or how the teacher adapts the response part. The students, how they are responding to the answers, not the question answer pattern, rather their non-verbal communication. How the students respond to your teaching. That is the output. Then participation means while teaching learning process, how much the students are participating in your class. So the teacher is to adapt the curriculum according to the classroom situation. Then there should be some alternative. For example, to locate the students' ability to identify their understanding, the teacher should give the alternatives. Then there should be some substitute curriculum. We are not going to change the curriculum and teaching the class. The teacher should have some substitute materials so that she can adapt the curriculum. Then the level of support means the peers, the teachers, the other persons, guardians, then parents who can support in the teaching. So overall in curriculum adaptation, the teacher plays a very important role. Again, the support staff also, the support members, the peers, the elder brothers and sisters in the home, and then parents, guardians, they can support the students while learning. So this is all about curriculum adaptation types. But when we are proceeding towards the modification, it matters how the teachers teach. Modifications in content, modifications in instructional process. There are two types. So what is the content part? While teaching, the teacher should divide the materials into small steps or the manageable units. And the teacher has to present the material. The way of presentation, it is very important. How the teacher is presenting the material in front of all the students by using different teaching aids, by audio visual aids, or by showing any model, or by role play or dramatization method, how the teacher is presenting the material. Then the modification in instructional process. How you can modify the instructional process, like to adapt some materials or additional presentation, or the teacher can practice some more strategies. Then the teacher are using graphs, but increase the use of graphs and charts while teaching. Then the teachers can use some clues or prompts. For example, the teacher is teaching mango is yellow in color, so the teacher has to present some pictures or the clues of the color as well as the mango. Then active students involvement, that is very important in modification in instructional process. How the students are involving, how the students are participating. So these are the modification in content and modification in instructional processes. So this is all about the curriculum adaptation and modification in process. In our next video, we will discuss the assessment and the evaluation part while considering this curriculum adaptation. Thank you.